All right, welcome back to the Pack 9 where we trash each other's teams because that's the good times that we like to have in here. And so this week we are talking about the Packers at home against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I will admit the Packers are a little bit on a downward spiral kind of, but they are at home, so that is a plus for them. But this Dallas Cowboys team is coming in. They're kind of finding their stride, I feel like, and so I think this will be a tough one for the Packers, especially with all the injuries on the Packers roster. Seems like maybe Ezekiel Elliott might not play, maybe he will, but they still have Tony Pollard, who's also a beast at running back, and they have Micah Parsons. They got some good players on the Dallas roster, and so I'm kind of curious to see how the Packers might play this one. What do you think about the Packers and how they'll fare against Dallas?
Well, it's going to be real tough. That's for sure. I think any other year, any other roster that we've had in the past, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. We've kind of had the Cowboys number, and it's grown into a little bit of a rivalry.
Yeah.
So this is definitely one of the sadder moments for me when I have to admit that the Packers might not win this game. Uh, Romeo Dobbs is out. Devondre Campbell is out. And really, even if we had our full squad, I'm not really sure how well we would fare. I mean, Tony Pollard's doing good, even if Zeke is out. Dak is back and doing some great stuff. And of course, Micah Parsons, man. I just can't say enough of that guy. That guy is everywhere and such a threat on defense. So,
Yeah.
uh, it- I could see a way that we win this game, right? But it's the same kind of hopeful talk that just has not been what we've been producing this season. When if I had said at the beginning of the season that we have, Aaron Rodgers at home versus Mike McCarthy, who's not a good coach in my opinion, and we've got Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, and the game went that we just ran the ball down their throats and had some good clock management, and the Cowboys was just making mistakes with turnovers, and that's how we won this game. But that's a lot of things that really are just contrary to what we've been seeing the Packers do this season. So it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah. And they have a lot of playmakers on the Dallas roster. So Rodgers, if he starts throwing like he was throwing against Detroit, I think that's not gonna be
Well,
good.
who's he going to throw to? Tunyon? I mean, uh, if Alan Lazard is just easily double teamed and Christian Watson is paper at this point and Sammy Watkins doesn't know which way the end zone is, then yeah, it's going to be Tunyon. Or, again, last season we had we had a few games where we didn't have Devonte Adams because he was injured. And what did we do? We literally made Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon two like hybrid RBs and receivers. And I
Mhm.
just don't understand why we aren't running more of these two RB sets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I think everyone is puzzled about why this run game is not being developed like we all thought it would be. It's I don't understand. Even against the Lions, they weren't down by that much. They could have still ran the ball. Like it's very
Especially at the end. Like that
yeah.
play calling at the end was atrocious.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on over there. We have I think the Packers are Vegas has the Packers +4, I believe. What are you
Hmm.
thinking about that spread?
I think that's actually pretty close. They're like, I don't know if looking around the other uh, like lines this week, +4 is a pretty small number to give. I just think they're giving the Packers a lot of credit, maybe because they're at home, maybe because they know that line is set there for a reason to, bring in Packer fans to bet on it. I don't know, but if I'm judging this game honestly, then I think that the Cowboys are just gonna kind of stomp on us, and it'll be like especially with Devontae Campbell out, like 24-13. That's what I'll
Hmm.
say.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Cowboys -4, and I think the score is going to be 28-14. I think the Packers will get some way to get a touchdown or two, but ultimately Dallas will have too much firepower, and the
Man, we
defense.
couldn't even get it. We barely got a touchdown against Detroit last week.
Man, and that historically one of the worst defenses is like
I know, man.
it's just crazy what's going on out there. So we'll see how they end up doing. Hopefully they'll give the Packers fans some hope for the rest of the season. We'll check it out. That's all we got for you guys for this game. We'll catch you later. Have a good one. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week.